Good afternoon, YouTubers. Today we're going to concentrate on building. I watched someone else's tutorial on building for New Frontier. Let's just say I was more confused after watching the video than I was just looking over the options. So I played with it, figured it out myself. Not hard. Building is actually really easy. It's almost as easy as in Fortnite and a number of other games that pretty much just let you loose with modular building. Um, so basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to hit, once you have your land lot placed, you have to have a land lot down. Now something a lot of you don't know is when you start the game, you have a small land deed. They give it to you. So basically once you have your land lot placed, then you're going to hit, well, once you have your land lot in your inventory, you're going to hit P to start. You're going to start out with an aerial view over yourself, looking over the land, and you're going to pick out exactly where you want yours to go. Now, if it's red, it turns red when you're moving it around. Obviously, you can't place it there. Anywhere it turns blue, then you're good. I picked this spot because it's nice and it overlooks the little island over there. I was going to build over there, but there was something kind of like I built here, so I didn't want them to think I was copying it. And really, I didn't. My design is pretty much completely different because they left theirs open. So I actually went and looked at it, walked around. It was pretty cool. Well done. Um, but I wouldn't mind just a little differently. But anyway, here we go. Once you have your land lot is placed down, then you can hit P again, and that will bring up your building options at the bottom. Now, if you notice at the bottom, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's your number 1 is foundations, number 2 is flooring, number 3 is walls, number 4 is steps, and number 5 are roofs, ceilings, things you can put up. Um, some of them have glass, and some of them are solid. So it just depends on what you want to build as far as what you're going to use. Now, as you'll notice, you also have right here R tells you your different supplies that you can use. You can build out of wood, metal, or stone. For foundations, I prefer metal or stone. Really, I mean, wood is easy to use. There's no problem with building with it. It's just a little less resilient to bullet fire. You can definitely break down a piece. You can definitely break down a wall if somebody has it made out of wood a lot easier than it just made out of metal or stone. So you're going to place that down, and then boom, there's your immediate foundation, and you can get started. You want to place your foundation blocks, as many as you need, to build it however large you want it, or however many square area, square, blah, blah, blah. However many foundations you want to build upon, then you go ahead and place them down. I'm actually building right next to my house, so I don't have much to work with left. But I have enough to show you how to get started and how to um, at least get used to the whole building idea. Once your foundation is up, then you have to put down a floor. So you're going to hit 2 for flooring. Let's change our material we're going to use. We'll use wood because it doesn't really matter. But yeah, once you have that down, you need to have a floor on top of it, or else you cannot build on top of it. Some things require a floor to be down to be placed, like your crafting tables. That's actually why I'm doing the building here instead of using another land deed and building on that, which I was actually going to do. But all my crafting stuff is here, so it's a lot easier for me to just get started right next to my house. Basically, you're going to put a floor down. Once your floor is down, then you're going to hit P again, and then all your crafting stuff comes out. And then basically you use your scroll on your mouse. And basically going to scroll down to all the different things that you can build. Um, in order to build any of the crafting things, you have to have a floor. They cannot sit on bare foundation. Once you have your floor down, then basically you can place anything you want. in any spot that you want. Okay. So once your crafting tables are built, then it'll be easier for you to turn ore and wood and stone into crafting stone, crafting wood, and crafting metal. You have to have a metal furnace to do your metals, to do anything with gold and things like that. Then you also have an alchemist table, which is going to handle a lot of your stranger stuff. Some of the guns require you to actually have the alchemy table. Not the ones they have in game yet, but some that I've heard are coming. Should be interesting. Then you got your gunsmith workbench, which you have to build in order to have all of the ability to build guns or change guns or build gun parts. Once you have all that and you have everything up, um, basically you're going to want to move on to your walls. So to hit escape from this menu will take you back to the original building menu. And you can hit 3 for walls, and then it'll basically give you the option to put up your walls. You can put, however you like them, you can arrange them. If you want to make your house a little maze, well, then you have no space, and you can do that. Once you have your walls up, then you're going to want to jump to 5, which are your roofs. And like I said, if you scroll through each one, it'll give you the different options that allows. All right, now you got a roof up. So basically, it's pretty simple. You put up your wall, you put up your foundation, you place the floor on top of that, and then you put up your walls and your roof. And it's actually really simple. Changing things is really easy. You're going to press E while it's highlighted in yellow. As you see, it's yellow around the block you want to change. And you can augment it. You hit E, and then you can change the material it's made of, which option it is, which version you're using. Like this one has glass, so it'll actually let light in to your area. You don't have to light it up with a bunch of fires that way, because some of the natural light will come in from outside. But during the night, yes, you will have to do that. You will have to have some fires up so you can see, or candles, or anything else that illuminates an area. If you don't have any illumination, you're not going to be able to see your way around your house. With the way I built my tower, it was a pain in the butt to get around in the dark. However, there is an option. Instead of building candles, you can just build campfires. That's actually what I did all over mine, so that it would be easier to illuminate the area. Now, once you have a block selected, if you messed up where you placed it, you can actually delete that block, and it gives you some of your crafting stuff back. But yeah, once you have the block highlighted, then you can also hit R and change the material it's made of. Well, you're going to press E first, excuse me. Press E, then you're allowed to press R, and you can change the materials. I recommend building out of metal. Not much is tougher than metal, other than maybe stone. Um, but really, you want to keep your building as resilient as possible to keep people out, because people will break in. Pro tip: don't even use a door, because if you use a door, that gives you a way to access. You can pick the lock or use the safe cracking device, and basically they can get right in your house and go steal everything you keep inside. Now, I don't keep anything in my house. Nothing. Piles of horse shit, or what is in my lockers and things like that. Because why give stuff? Why give everybody things that they can steal from you? It's no fun. It just makes you mad later when you want to come back and use your things and they're all gone. But yeah, basically that's easy building. Step A to step B. Make sure you put a floor down if you're going to put any of the crafting tables in that area. If you do not, then you cannot put them down. Just remember, floors are option 2. 1 for foundation, 2 for flooring, 3 for walls, 4 for stairs, and 5 for ceilings and roofs. It's actually very easy to build on this bay. And in fact, I was actually able to build a nice tower that I'll actually show everybody what the tower looks like on the inside. It took me several weeks to finish. I did a lot of it by mining my own ore and wood and things like that, and I think it paid off. I like how it turned out. So basically, this is one of the ways that I choose to keep people out. Put a floor on top of your stairs, because then they can't just jump up here. Otherwise, they can just jump up, climb on, shoot that panel out, and then they have access. Mine's a little trickier than that. So basically, we're going to remove this block, and then we can walk up the stairs. Now, what I do, instead of replacing it all the time, because you will go through some of your material by putting a panel up and then breaking it back down. What I do is I will just hit E so that I can augment what type it is, and then I will scroll down and change the type. Alright, we'll rebuild. I have plenty. So, if you want to build in peace, I recommend putting up a wall behind you. We're going to break this one down. Now, when you hit escape, so you don't delete any of your walls. But yeah, that's one way to protect it. People have broken in before. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I don't keep anything here anyway. Why would I keep things here that I don't want stolen when we have a mailbox? Nobody can get into your mailbox. It is yours, and only you can access it. All my guns, all my gold, everything else is kept there. Once you get your area built, what you'll probably want to do is decorate a little bit. You can't use the beds or anything. It's not like you can lay down on them. But I mean, it's still cool to have things around your house to look at. What you're going to do is hit P and P again. And hitting P for the second time will actually give you the option to go through what else there is that you can use. So basically you're going to hit E from there, and you'll go to doors and windows. Then you'll go to lighting solutions, such as candles and other things like that. Then you'll have beds. And you can select which type of bed you want to put down. I actually like the smaller ones. I'll just put two of them together because I haven't seen any silk fabric yet. And if you look over here at the top right of the screen, it will actually tell you what everything requires to be built. So like the big bed requires cotton fabric and silk fabric. I haven't seen any silk yet, not one piece. But yeah, from here you can choose to build tables, chairs, pretty much anything you want to kind of decorate the place and make it look more like a house. Some of the things you're actually decor does not cost materials. It actually costs you money to put up. If you look over here, top right again, it'll tell you how many of your dollars out of your wallet it's going to take for you to put that decoration on the wall. Some of them are a little pricey, but some of them are kind of cool. If you want to get out of that, hit exit twice, and that will bring you out of the build option menu. And then come to the main deck of the tower. This is kind of where I designed to be the bedroom, the boudoir. But yeah, if you'll notice, I do have camp cooking fires everywhere. Cooking fires will illuminate it once it turns dark. I'm actually able to see in the tower everything. There are some corners that are kind of dark, but I can see every inch on the inside of the tower once the sun goes down in day. Your windows are going to take wood and crafting chemicals as well. Some of them also require metal. You'll have wood, metal, and crafting chemicals and crafting tools going into making each one. Considering the big windows are 7 crafting chemicals each, that's pretty pricey for crafting chemicals. There's only a couple of ways I know to get them, and that's by either buying them from the doctor, which he will trade you. You don't really buy them. He will trade you for a barrel of crude oil. You will get a barrel of crude oil and so many dollars. I think it's like 19 or 20. It's actually not too bad on the dollar side. But once you have that, then you can actually put up your windows and things like that. Move this over here to get it out of the way, so we're going to move it back where it belongs. But yeah, it actually lights up the area pretty nicely. And the fires really don't cost anything to keep consuming. This is my top deck, what I consider the shooting gallery. I can pretty much hit anything from here. However, I am in a safe zone, so you're not going to kill a lot from up here. I actually haven't calculated if you can die from falling off your house. I've never tried to jump. But that's the tower in short order. It's basically 11 floors tall, including the shooting gallery. If you were to take the foundation away, which you can't, obviously, then it would probably be more like 12 floors. But that's basic building. It's really simple. It's easy to get into on this game. As you go through your abilities to build, and the more things that you want to build onto your place, you'll see like cups and bowls and stuff that cost money. Your appliances cost money. Crates and barrels cost money. Pillars and statues, those actually take your materials, which is fine. That's what we want it to take instead of our hard-earned dollars or hard-stolen dollars. However you play the games, up to you. We'll probably do the next section on town capture, which is their large multiplayer portion of the game. It's a lot like old Battlefield games, if you've ever played any of those, with control points. And basically you go and you capture a point, and as long as you're holding it and can hold it, then you will control it. But yeah, that's it for the basic building. Shouldn't be a lot of questions after that. It basically gets you through how to get started with building. But remember, if you put your crafting tables down, any of them have to have a floor on top of your foundation. Floors are number two. Number two. But yeah, enjoy the game. Build what you like. They actually allow you to build a lot of crazy things on this game. I've seen some pretty interesting structures, and I like to think mine is one of those more interesting ones. However, I've seen a lot bigger things. On this map, I believe, on the island on the north side, you have your two rivers, one at the south side bottom, one at the top. On the north side, where the island is, there is a huge castle in there. I've never actually investigated it yet. I don't know if they leave it open or if they have it closed. But just remember, if you're going to close it up, make an outer wall. Make it solid. If you have a door on the outside, all people have to do is pick the lock to get in. And picking locks on this game is not real hard. It's pretty simple. But yeah, this is Chad playing as Roland Deshane. Hopefully I'll see you in game. Oh yeah, one thing. Let me go over this really quickly. Now, when you have trunks in your house, the footlockers, trunks, whatever you want to call them, you can store your things in there. All the things you get in game can go in here. Basically, you won't have to use a key or pick the lock whenever you want to open it and put things in it. However, anybody else can come up here and pick the lock and take whatever's in it. So any awesome guns you get from flare drops or playing down capture, don't put them in here. Either keep them in your inventory or leave them in your mailbox. I actually forwent all that BS and basically bought a larger mailbox with the in-game with the treasury notes. I bought an in-game mailbox with like 250 slots. I keep everything in there. I don't keep anything in here until I got raided by the Mexican Mafia, which is actually a group of Thai or Chinese guys. I can't figure out what language they're speaking because I don't know it. But as they go through the servers, they will rob everybody's house. And they actually have a pretty ingenious way of doing it. When they attacked my house, they came over and bought a land lot right here and the lot next door. And when I came up, there was a superstructure, just stairways, basically leading up to where they could run and jump a horse over onto the lower, um, the ceiling of the lower end. And then basically you blast one of the doors and you blast one of the wall panels. And it's metal. It'll take a little while, but once it's down, they ran in and took everything. Jokes on them though. I don't keep shit in here. I don't. Sometimes if I feel like it, I will stock it with horse shit, and that's it. I don't put anything else in my lockers. So really, if you decide to come and raid my tower, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I keep plenty of metal in stock so I can rebuild, and all you will do is waste your lockpicks and waste your time. So yeah, this is Chad playing as Rolling the Shame. Hope to see you in game, and if you do and you see my video, you like it, tell me about it. Tell me something else I should cover, maybe. You know, if there's something I missed, point it out to me. I'll come back and revise the video and make sure that it's correct. Because nobody wants to put out false information. Thank you, Monster, for the mighty power. Really, the only monster to drink is the import. Import monster. This tastes like a drink instead of a bunch of chemicals that you're drinking to stay awake. But yes, I like to think that I am monster powered. But yeah, see you guys in game. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it explains some more about building to you where you understand what's going on a little bit better. Like I said, I saw someone else's tutorial on it. I was more confused after watching the video than I was just by looking at the options. I mean, it took him forever to find the floor button. And it's number two for floors, remember. Adios, guys. Enjoy your night, day, whatever it is for you. I hope you understand building a little bit better, and see you in game. Enjoy.